Finally, the Stormin' One has come to the Sean's 2 Cents YouTube page, our brand new YouTube page where we're gonna have everybody. We're gonna have the Sean's 2 Cents. He's gonna be posting up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then you're gonna have possibly the greatest professional wrestling reviewer and the host who knows the most, Stormin Norman, doing videos for you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am the greatest, I am the best, and on with this week's show. So, when Stormin Norman returns, we're going to be talking about these topics. We're going to be talking about Raw, Brodus Clay debuts, CM Punk, and what was up with the finish of that match last night. The Kane Cena angle that's going on with Ryder involved, plus other wrestling news and entertainment. So when we return, Stormin Norman will be here talking about whatever talk about. Stormin Norman will return. Stormin One is back! Huh. So, as I said, I'm going to talk about Monday Night Raw. And we kicked off Raw with Kane coming to the ring. What's up with Kane talking? When he had the mask before, Kane didn't talk at all. That's what I don't get. Why they have him doing all this talking now, and I just don't like it. Was the mask when he had the mask on? You know, he wouldn't talk that much. He would, he was mysterious, and this whole thing was seen. I guess, yeah, it's better. I mean, it's new and all that. So we get like a little fight between him and Cena, blah blah blah, and yeah, that's all we got. Until at the end of, and then throughout the show, we had Zack Ryder being chased around by Kane, pretty much being stalked. And in the end of the show, we saw Ryder get chokeslammed off the dock, and we saw Cena get choked out. What would have been better if we added that angle? Would have been if we had Eve get kidnapped by Kane. If Kane went over, took the car, just drove off. Drove off. I'd say twice. It was awesome sounding. But yeah, I got much really to talk about. Raw last night, Jericho came out, did his little, yeah, I'm back. We all know where this is leading. It's just gonna lead him to being a heel, and him coming back and calling us all hypocrites and for cheering him. It's perfect. It's fucking great. Plus, what was up with the CM Punk Jack Swagger match? I'm telling you, that finish had to be screwed up. That referee counted the 1, 2, 3 when it wasn't supposed to be for the 1, 2, 3. I think it was supposed to be Punk, hooks him into the Anacron device and Swagger taps. Tappity tap tap. But yeah, that's the way I see that. Should have went down, but hey, we all fuck up, we all make mistakes, right? So, other than that, on to the big thing I gotta talk about. Brodus Clay. The Funkasaurus. Brodus Clay. The Funkasaurus. I have to admit, I actually liked it. Not many people did, but I liked it. It was kind of like, what the fuck are they doing? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I mean, I was like, wow. But like I said, I have to say, I enjoyed it. They came out, and Kurt Hawkins, I don't know why they don't fucking push Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins looked fucking cool last night. But the Kane, and I guess they both kind of had their Raw debut last night, but put Kurt Hawkins into a feud with Ryder, and have like a Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels type thingy there. Where, Ryder could be like, well, I'm better than you. So I'm United States champion. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Had to do it. I haven't done it on camera yet. But, yeah. I think that would be a pretty good angle to do. But, again, they do, I guess Ryder's getting pushed really good. I guess because all us fans are, you know, hooked on it. I'm a big Ryder fan. I'm a big Zach fan. Zach's one of my favorites right now, if not my favorite. But I'd have to say, pretty good. So yeah, last night's Raw was pretty good. I'd have to say, like from the standpoint that it was going up against like that huge football game, which I care less about football. I'm not a football fan. So other than that, I think it did pretty good last night. It was decent Raw, decent, you know, storylines going. It kind of led to the Rumble more. Jericho, it's like got you kept on the edge of your seat. So other than that, so when I come back, I guess I'll be talking about wrestling news, like what's been happening behind the scenes and all that. So, talk to you when I come back. Welcome back to the Stormin Show, everybody. With the host who knows the most, Stormin Norman. Although you know that you've been watching my show for like the last 7 minutes or so. So I'm back with wrestling news. We talked about Raw, now we're moving on to wrestling news. So if you haven't heard by now, Chelsea Handler, like last week, said something about women's wrestling or on Twitter, like on her show, and so Beth Phoenix went and tweeted like some challenges to her and told her to come, you know, like basically face her in the ring. But when Chelsea Handler didn't know what the hell professional wrestling is, she thought it was like mud wrestling or, you know, what women's wrestling was. So, yeah, it happens. Plus, I'd like to comment on Shane Helms is going in to have surgery done this week. Later on this week, he's going to be having surgery done on something. On his foot. He's going to have surgery done on his foot. And also, I would like to... Hulk Hogan responds to Ultimate Warrior by saying... And, well, he trashes Ultimate Warrior, and I quote... as soon as it comes up here, I'm going to quote it. The Warriors already got a million excuses. If you touch me, or I need to train for a year. Now you can see right through the ass clown, and most people now get why he was in pain. Get why he was a pain in the ass. Couldn't do business, and he sucked in the ring. That about says it all. He's irrelevant and totally out of gas, except for the few remaining Warrior Twitter marks. And he's like, good luck with your great life, Jim. I have said my last comment about this loser and his great life he's living. Gag me with a spoon, HH. Ooh, strong words from Hogan. Well, Hogan Warrior feud, TNA, pick up on this. Yeah, we really give a shit. I wouldn't pay to watch those two old fuckers like wrestle anywhere. I mean, they both need to drop dead, really. I mean, Hogan can't even really wrestle anymore for all his like knee replacements and everything he's had done. He's so over the hill. He needs to just go away from wrestling. And the Warrior, I think he's trying to hold on to the last hope of professional wrestling that he has. Like, I want back in. They're all, Kevin Nash wants to fight you. Man up and fucking fight him. Go fight him, Warrior. Get your ass handed to you. Because, I mean, why would you make all these comments and stuff if you obviously didn't think you would lose to Nash? Why? Answer me that. So, yeah, Warrior, if you didn't see this video, I don't take into any, like, offense from me. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight your roided up fucking old... I don't want to fight you. Hogan, I don't want to fight you. Nash, I'm cool with you. I don't want to fight you. I'm just saying my thoughts on this. Anyway, but Warrior, I could probably take you. The Stormin one, if he ever stepped foot in the ring with you, oh yeah, knockout, first round, my friend. Woo! But then again, I'm just a cocky little son of a bitch that can take on anybody. Well, thinks he can take on anybody, but probably lose real fast or pussy out. At least I'm being truthful with you people. That's what almost every man is. So, on to the next thing. Alright. Oh, what happened on Raw last night? After Raw went off last night, Dolph Ziggler got on the mic and gloated that he had defeated John Cena in the main event. Kane didn't appear, and Ziggler ran off. CM Punk then came out, but was attacked by Ziggler, which prompted Kane and Jack Swagger to join the attack. Big Show and Cena then came out, cleared the ring of Ziggler and Kane, and then all three baby faces hit their finisher on Jack Swagger to send the fans home happy. And also, last night, we found who would be inducted into the Hall of Fame of 2012. The first two entrants are the Rated R Superstar Edge and the Four Horsemen. The only thing is, will Ric Flair be able to come to the Hall of Fame? He was there last year to support Shawn going in, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be there. Also, here's one. Steve Austin speaks to TMZ about Tebow using John 3:16. And here's what Austin had to say about that. And I quote, before there was Tebow 3:16 in the NFL, there was Austin 3:16 in the WWE. And now the wrestling legend says he's willing to surrender his iconic numbers to the NFL star pending one giant condition. TMZ spoke with Stone Cold Steve Austin, who tells us he watched Tebow's Mile High Miracle this weekend and was blown away when he learned Tim threw for exactly 316 yards in the playoff victory. Now Austin tells us Austin 3:16 still rules, but adds if Tebow can throw for 316 yards again this weekend, in hell, he can have the numbers and I'll have no problem with it. Well, there you go. I mean, I'm not big on football, but hey, if you can do it, go for it. I could care less, but hey, Austin 3:16 will always be the 3:16 I remember. And Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass. Hell yeah. Greatest promo ever done. Oh, I love it. I love Stone Cold. He's like one of my favorites. Oh, here we go. How much money was Cena worth in the WWE in 2011? Here we go. John Cena is worth $106 million in retail value. Now, let's get this. Cena is worth millions. Cena obviously has millions. But a few months ago, he couldn't afford to pay $15,000 to his fucking roofers. Why? What the hell is Cena doing for all that money? Probably buying more steroids and doing whatever else Cena does, hookers, wherever. I don't know. I don't know what he does, I mean, honestly, but still. It's John Cena for you. $15,000 that he owes the roofers. Well, that's it for this episode, everybody. Storming one out.